Okay, now, when we look at ministry in the Spirit, that series, we show very, very strongly how that the prophetic ministry goes alongside the capacity to work miracles. In other words, we must listen to what God is saying before we can do what God is doing, because God does not give power for what he is not doing. We must only move as the Spirit leads us, and therefore we must be sensitive to the Spirit's voice in order to know what God is doing so that we can become God's prophetic partner in that situation. Now, prophets were also called in their prophetic ministry to intercede with God. The first reference to this is Genesis 20 and verse 7. Here we have Abraham, the first prophet, being allowed by God to plead successfully with him so that the change could come into that situation. And so it says, "Now therefore restore the man's wife, for he is a prophet, and he will pray for you, and you shall live. But if you do not restore her, know that you shall surely die, you and all yours." This is when Abraham said to Abimelech, Sarah is not my wife, she's my sister. And Abimelech took her to be his wife. And then before he touched her, God said, "Don't you dare touch that woman, because you're going to die if you go ahead with this." And the household was smitten with barrenness. And then he said, you pray. God said, "You ask Abraham, he's a prophet. He will pray for you, and you will be healed." And so intercession is central to the prophetic calling. Exodus 18, verse 19, records how Jethro suggested to Moses, that's Moses' father-in-law, that he should make intercession his priority. Now, he says, "Listen to my voice. I'll give you counsel, and God will be with you. Stand before God for the people so that you may bring the difficulties to God." In other words, Moses was wearing himself out listening to the cases, and he said, "You shouldn't be spending so much time listening to all the cases of the people. Let others handle the easy cases. You go into the secret place. You go and you pray. You intercede to God, and then God will give you wisdom for the hard cases. Let them bring the hard cases to you."